Agnes Evans grew up average.
Where's my life? It's so boring.
So the gods saw fit to smite down every single one of her loved ones in a single car crash. This is the story of Agnes.
Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this?
The name of the show is She Kills Monsters by Kui Nigan. It's a really fun show for if you're into cosplay and Dungeons and Dragons. It's about an older sister who's just lost her younger sister to a car crash. And Agnes, the older sister, is trying to discover as much as she can about her younger sister that's been taken from her at a young age. So she goes exploring, looking for her little sister through the game of Dungeons and Dragons, and finds a way to theatrically connect with her and emotionally connect with her. It's about two sisters bonding through this game of Dungeons and Dragons. It's a lot of fun. It takes the aesthetics of cosplay, it takes and LARPing, and uses that to create a really fun, interactive environment. So there's fighting, there's dancing, there's projections. It's a real fun show. I picked it because it's very emotionally grounded and honest, but I mainly picked it because it has two female leads that fight for each other, and I think that's important. I really hope that the communities on both campuses that love Dungeons and Dragons and role-playing games and cosplay find this play to speak to them and to the kind of joy that they have in their community. I think it's a lot of fun, and that's why we picked it. We picked this play to be a joyful event for all the students. Theatrical theater is a communal activity. And if everyone, the actors and the audience, are all in costumes, I think that just create a really great atmosphere for the performers to perform in and for the audience. And I think it'll create a unique experience that the audience won't get in. The main thing is it kicks a lot of butt and it's a lot of fun.
This will be my 9th production with NJIT. Outside of that, I've done a bunch of stuff in the city and a couple other universities in Jersey. So yeah, I've done a fair share over the last 10 years. I'm excited. The fight scenes can be really, really cool. It depends on the level of the actors' ease. There's stuff they can do outside of the rehearsal process. Like there are, stage combat courses you can take. So if they come in already knowing that stuff, and then they don't have to be taught that in the rehearsal process, and then we can amp it up. Otherwise, there's still a lot of really cool things we can do, even if they are new to stage combat. The great thing about stage combat is it's all sort of trick of the eye, so no one's getting hurt, but we can make it look really cool and exciting.
So I've been doing stage combat for the past 8 years. I'm a certified teacher with the Society of American Fight Directors, which is the largest fight direction society in the world. I've done everything from swords, sword and shield, spears, knives, guns, whips, beheadings, beatings, all the fun stuff. The cast for She Kills Monsters is fantastic. Everyone's always really excited. Our tendency as a society, we want to encourage nonviolence, which is great. But As performers, we need to be able to explore that realm of possibility in order to accurately tell the story. And so part of the work that we've been doing is also training everyone to get comfortable with the actions, with the props, to make sure that no one's going to die.
Make it look natural.
Yes, exactly. Everything's exciting. I always love having to change my process to help an actor, especially with this cast. Like, everyone has a diverse role to play. We can really go anywhere that we want with it, so it's not like strictly like, for example, Hamlet, you have to use rapiers, or typically for Romeo and Juliet it would be the same, or most Shakespeare plays you'd only use this specific type of sword. For this, we can do anything that we want. It's been a lot more of a process with this one, just because there's so much material that involves the action. But the cast is phenomenal. They're working so hard to make sure that everything's safe first and foremost, and also looks good. We really start to get to polish it and really refine it and show the horrors of violence and also the awesomeness of the action. There's just so much energy with the cast, and then you also have the audience just feeding off of that. It's lovely.